Alright, may bagong balita na naman tayong nasagap mga kapatid mula rito sa First Post. No? Etong tindi nung thumbnail nila. Ito. Saan ba? Ito. Yan. Ayan, shoulder to shoulder. Balikatan mga tol. Shoulder to shoulder against Dictator Xi. Diktador mga tol, no? So iyak na naman ng China rito mga kapatid, no? Kasi kahit na mga foreign media, no? Iba talaga tingin sa kanila dahil sa mga ginagawa nila eh. Basahin ko muna yung nakalagay dito sa kanilang description. Balikatan 2024, US warns. Winarningan daw ng China, ang China over dangerous moves against Philippines from the front line. So April 26 to lumabas mga kapatid itong videong to, no? Bagong-bago pa lang mga tol. So wag na natin patagalin pa, total wala na rin naman tayong hinihintay. Pero syempre bago yan, huwag mo kalimutan mag-subscribe dito sa ating YouTube channel. So panoorin na natin to mga tol. Yan o. So dahil nga sa ginagawa ng PCG na ine-expose yung mga ginagawa ng China at nagsasama na rin tayo ng media, yun yung isang sa kinakaayaw ng China, kinakagalit nila eh. Dahil ngayon panahon ni Duterte, isa daw sa mga kasunduan nun, isang barko lang at bawal magsama ng mga media men. So ngayon may mga kasama tayong media, local saka foreign, nabibidyohan tuloy kung anong ginagawa nila. Bad trip ang China dyan mga tol kasi na-expose kahit na ngayon anong gawin nilang pagsisinungaling, hindi na umuubre. Kasi na-expose na kitang-kita sa mga video yung ginagawa nila. Ito yung balikatan exercises, no?
What you just saw was an incident from the South China Sea. This is the usual behavior of a Chinese ship in neutral waters.
This is the, sabi nga nun, natural behavior. Natural behavior.
This is the usual behavior.
Usual behavior. This is the usual behavior, mga tol.
From the South China Sea. This is the usual behavior of a Chinese ship in neutral waters. Find a boat from either Taiwan or the Philippines and spray it with water cannons. In this case, it was a Philippine boat. Another nation's boat could be next, because that's what China does. It tries to be the big bully of the region.
Tama. Kasi alam nyo mga tol kung ano pa isa sa mga mali rito. 'Di ba? Ito hindi to territory ng Philippines kasi ang territory natin 12 nautical miles lang, 'di ba? Yun yung talagang Philippine water. Talagang mahigpit tayo doon. At pag may pumasok doon, talagang kikilos ang ating mga Coast Guard at Navy para palabasin yun, paalisin yun. Pero dito kasi sa ating exclusive economic zone, 'di ba? Eksklusibo naman 'yan para sa atin lang. Pero hindi naman yan nangangahulugan na bawal daanan ng ibang mga barko. Pwedeng daanan yan ng ibang mga barko, mga tol. Kasi hindi naman natin teritoryo yan eh. Pero pagdating doon sa mga natural resources, eksklusibong may karapatan ang Pilipinas. So eto yung maling ginagawa ng China. Bakit? Kasi hindi naman nila teritoryo yan eh. 'Di ba? Hindi yan China territory, 'di ba? Bagamat kasama yan doon sa sinasabi nila, sa kiniklaim nila na 10-dash line, hindi nila teritoryo yan mga tol. Eto nga unang-una, exclusive economic zone natin yan eh. Kaya yung ginagawa nila, talagang kitang-kita yan sa buong mundo mga tol kung paano sila nambubula sa atin. Matindi ang ginagawa nila.
This time, the Pearl of the Orient Seas is standing up to the Red Dragon.
Nanindigan na daw. Laban sa dragon.
The Philippines is staring back at China across contested waters. For what China refers to as the South China Sea may very well just be the West Philippine Sea.
Philippine Sea. Balikatan 2024.
The Philippines is hosting its largest annual military exercise of the year. And these war drills are specifically aimed at China because they simulate island defense and island capture near Taiwan.
Okay, so nilinaw to ng ating mga kasundaluhan. Hindi naman daw ginagawa ito particular para sa China, no? So ito yung kumbaga expression at reaksyon ng ibang mga bansa, no? Commentary ng ibang individual kasi nga wala namang ibang tensyon na kinabibilangan natin o kinasasangkutan natin maliban sa tensyon sa China. So kahit na sabihin natin na ito ay hindi para sa China, ganun pa rin na lumalabas kasi ito'y paghahanda 'di ba? If ever na merong daw mananakop, mga ganyan, paano tayo papalag, paano tayo magreresponde, 'di ba? So yun ang paningin din ng ibang tao.
Because they simulate island defense and island capture near Taiwan. The 3-week-long exercise between the Philippines and the US is called Balikatan. This year, France will also take part for the first time. Over 16,000 troops will be taking part. The drills include maritime security, dynamic missile strikes, land and air defense, and cyber warfare.
Kasama yun.
Balikatan means shoulder to shoulder, and the aim of the drills is to enhance cooperation.
Over 16,000 members from the armed forces of the Philippines and the United States military will train together this year. In doing so, we will demonstrate that the Mutual Defense Treaty between the United States and the Republic of the Philippines is no mere piece of paper.
So ito dinidemonstrate nila mga kapatid kung ano yung magaganap kapag naipatupad o na-invoke yung Mutual Defense Treaty. Katulad nga nung sinabi natin kahapon, bakit natin kasama ang US dito sa Balikatan exercises? Hindi ba pwedeng mag-exercises mag-isa ang Pilipinas lang, mga kasundaluhan natin? So kasama sila mga tol kasi nga if ever na merong aatake sa Pilipinas at tayo'y mapapalaban sa isang gera mga tol, may invoke yung Mutual Defense Treaty nun. Kasama talaga ang Amerika nun mga tol dahil nga meron tayong Mutual Defense Treaty. At syempre ngayon pinag-eensayuhan yan kung paano sila magkakaroon ng coordination. Diba? Kung paano gamitin, yung mga halimbawa magdadala ang Amerika rito ng mga advanced artillery. Siyempre hindi alam ng mga kasundaluhan natin kung paano nila gagamitin yung mga yon dahil wala naman tayong ganon, di ba? So isa yon sa mga pinag-eensayuhan, di ba? Kung paano yung mga communication nila, kung saan sila pepwesto, kung ano yung gagawin nilang galaw, di ba? Yun yung pinag-eensayuhan nila mga tol.
With the Balikatan exercise, both Manila and Washington are going to demonstrate the importance of their relations.
Balikatan 24 gives us the opportunity to demonstrate advanced, multi-domain, cross-functional, combined operations across a full range of missions. In short, we're going to show the people of the Philippines and the world that we've gotten better. And we're never going to stop doing so.
It is not a partnership of convenience, but rather a clear reflection of our shared history, unwavering commitment to democracy.
Meron kayang Teka, lagyan nga natin ang subtitle. Baka meron. Kasi medyo mahina yung boses eh. Yan, balikan natin.
Stop doing so.
It is not a partnership of convenience, but rather a clear reflection of our shared history, unwavering commitment to democracy, and respect for international law in our pursuit of peace and security in the Indo-Pacific region.
This year marks the 39th edition of Balikatan.
So pang 39th na pala, no?
And with the world growing ever irritated with China, Manila decided to invite friends who also have problems with Beijing's bogus claims.
Bogus claims. With the world growing ever irritated with China, Manila decided to invite
friends who also have problems with Beijing's bogus claims.
Di ba? Bogus lang naman talaga yung claim ng Beijing mga tol ng China. Wala sila maipapakita. Ayaw nga nilang i-arbitrate yan di ba? Hinahamon nga sila ni Secretary Gibo para wala ang usapan, i-arbitrate natin yan, di ba? Ang problema mga tol, naghain nga tayo, di ba, sa daheg. Naghain nga tayo sa daheg ng reklamo, di ba? Wala nga dumating sa kanila kahit na representative man lang Hindi sila nagpahatid ng representative dun Natalo sila, ayaw nilang kilalanin. Ano sabi nila? Kailanman daw hindi nila kikilalanin yung 2016 arbitral award natin o arbitral ruling. Sipin mo yun? Gusto nila mas manaig sila, mas mangibabaw sila kaysa sa umiiral na batas. Kaya nga merong UNCLOS, di ba? Ano ba yung UNCLOS? Di ba batas yun? Law of the Sea, batas ng karagatan. Di ba? Nakapirma sila dun. Dun makikita mo pa lang dun pa lang di ba? Nakapirma sila. So dapat nire-respeto nga nila yung pirma nila di ba? Ang problema mga tol, pati pirma nila hindi ata nila kinikilala. Grabe tong China.
14 other nations are taking part as military observers. Joining from Asia are Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, South Korea, Japan, Thailand, Singapore, Vietnam, and India. From the Indo-Pacific region, Australia and New Zealand were invited. And representing the West are Germany, the United Kingdom, and Canada.
Isipin mo yung dami niyan? Isipin mo yung dami niyan? Tapos sa kalagitnaan ng balikatan, bigla ka manggugulo. Well, mga tol, merong isang balita, no, namataan daw ang China, no, na bumubuntot habang naglalayag ang bansa ng barko ng Amerika at Pilipinas. Bibigyan natin yan ng reaction video sa susunod mga tol. Tignan nyo kung paano naging kengko yung China mga tol.
And representing the West are Germany, the United Kingdom, and Canada.
Ano, pag nanggulo sila dyan, halos buong mundo kalaban nila mga tol.
And representing the...
Kita mo yung dami niyan? Pag nanggulo sila dyan, parang eto lahat yung kalaban nila.
The West are Germany, the United Kingdom, and Canada. But among these participants, India plays one of the most important roles for securing the Philippines.
Brahmos Brothers.
Just before exercise Balikatan began, New Delhi gave Manila a booster shot in the arm, the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile. The Philippines has purchased 3 batteries of the BrahMos in a deal worth over $375 million. Manila has now become the first customer for the deadly fire and forget missiles, which makes India and the Philippines BrahMos brothers. The first batch has already been delivered, along with Indian desserts, which were relished by the Filipino Marines.
Wow, may kasama pang desserts.
Here's why China is worried as the Philippines gets ready to deploy the BrahMos. The BrahMos is a medium-range supersonic cruise missile. It's powered by a scramjet engine with an operational range up to almost 1,000 kilometers.
Grabe, layo. Up to 1,000 kilometers ang nararating nito.
The missile skims the sea, flying just 2 to 3 meters above water, making it nearly impossible to intercept. And the BrahMos has a margin of error of just about 1 meter, which means it will always hit its target, particularly something big, like a Chinese ship. The Philippines is going to field the BrahMos against China, and India has assured Manila of the missile's capability and lethality.
A very potent missile, and it has been evolving also in range, capability, and so on. So the fact is that it is made in India, so we are not dependent on anybody else. It can be repaired, spares are available. So it's a great advantage. So this has evolved from in range, in capabilities, in its.
Nag-uumpisa na ang paglakas ng Pilipinas. Do 3 batteries lang ang meron tayo mga tol. Pero ito ay malaking bagay na para sa ating sandatahan dahil meron na tayong kapabilidad na makagante man lang o makabawi man lang if ever o madepensahan man lang sana yung sarili natin kaysa sa totally wala. Imagine mo, mapapalabang ka as in talagang wala. Di ba?
Lethality and so on. So this is going to be the mainstay for some time. And that is why we are replacing all old missiles with this when we are installing the BrahMos. And now we got the expertise to install it in very quick time.
Tindi ng India mga tol, no? Meron silang ganyan. Well, India at saka Pilipinas pa lang ang meron, di ba? Sa India kasi nanggaling yan, kaya talaga meron sila.
Relations between Beijing and Manila have been rocked by disputes in the West Philippine Sea.
Tama.
China's military aggression has escalated tensions.
Tama.
The biggest points of contention are the Scarborough Shoal and the Spratly Islands, both of which are closer to the Philippines than they are to China.
Tama. At saka yung Ayungin Shoal.
In fact, this year's Balikatan exercise includes American and Filipino troops practicing the defense of these disputed islands. And just like that, China has a serious problem with the drills. A predictable response from the bullish Beijing.
Ayos din yung mga no? Ayos din yung narrator eh.
The Philippine side should have a clear understanding that ganging up with non-regional countries to flex muscle in the South China Sea and instigating confrontation will only aggravate tensions and undermine regional stability. Any attempts to bring in external forces for the sake of one's own security will only incur greater insecurity and even make one become a pawn.
Kita mo yung mga sinasabi nila, predictable. 'Di ba? Kasi bago pa man mangyari to, alam na rin natin kung paano sila magre-react eh.
We urge the Philippine side to stop provocation and stirring up trouble at sea, and we urge the relevant countries outside the region to stop instigating confrontation in the South China Sea.
Wala nang naniniwala sa kanila yung mga sinasabi nilang Philippines, stop provocation. Wala nang naniniwala doon. Kitang-kita naman napakalinaw, maliwanag pa sa sikat ng araw na napakainit, di ba? Kitang-kita naman paano magpo-provoke ang Pilipinas, nasa loob tayo ng exclusive economic zone natin. Sila ang pumapasok dito. Paano tayo nagpo-provoke? Sila yung nangwa-water cannon. Tayo hindi gumagante, hindi man lang bumabawi, di ba?
These threats are not new, and this time Manila has a few tricks up its sleeve. The Philippines has entered into a trilateral partnership with the US and Japan for enhancing security in the Indo-Pacific.
Patay na.
The trilateral
Iyak na China.
is not something that is only out of convenience or because there is a new situation. I really view it as a continuing evolution of our relationship with both countries, with US and Japan.
Both US and Japan ang sumakop sa atin nung araw, mga tol. Ngayon sanggang dikit.
I think the trilateral agreement is extremely important. It is going to change the dynamic that that we have been seeing in the region, in ASEAN, in Asia, around the South China Sea, and I think certainly for the better.
Apart from this, Manila also hosted the US, Japan, and Australia for maritime patrols in the West Philippine Sea. Manila has learned that to tame the dragon, you have to fight fire with fire.
Tama.
And the long-standing success of Exercise Balikatan is proof that the Philippines is very much ready for the Chinese challenge.
Tama. Diba? Kung ang apoy ang ibinabato nila, mga tol, tulad nga ng sinabi rito, kung ang dragon apoy ang ibinubuga, dapat apoy din ang binubuga mo. Diba? Since wala tayong ganong kalakas na apoy na tulad ng meron sila, di magtawag tayo ng mga kapatid nating merong malalakas na apoy din. Kasi hindi uubra talaga yung gustong mangyari ng ibang mga senador, yung ibang mga pro-China rito sa Pilipinas. Huwag daw nating awayin ng China, lalo daw tayo maging close sa kanila. Busit ka. Nakakabusit ng mga rekomendasyon no? Kailangan mong ipagtanggol ang bayan mo, inaapi ka di ba? Kailangan mong ipagtanggol yung bayan mong inaangkin ng iba, di ba? Yung soberanya mo, hindi bayan soberanya mo. Di ba? Ikaw wala kang pakialam sa mga mangingisda, mayaman ka kasi. Kahit anong nakakain mo yung mga mangingisdang pinapalayas na mga incheck diyan sa West Philippine Sea. 'Di ba? Mahiya ka naman sa kanila, binoto ka pa naman, 'di ba? Well, mga kapatid, bilang isang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo, no? Dito sa balitang 'to na napanood natin, dito sa video ng first post, no? Na napanood natin, mga tol. Pwede kang magbigay ng commentary at reaction sa ibaba sa comment section. Maraming salamat hanggang sa muli. Ako nga pala si Shobaldi. Peace out.